Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a jumpsuit without half length joining, and it's going to have inner pockets and belts by the side. I made this jumpsuit for a 10-year-old girl, but you can also use this method to make for a grown-up. If this sounds like something you're interested in learning, please watch to the end of this tutorial. Because I'm working with a very colorful fabric, I'll be drafting out on a pattern paper to make it more visible. Afterwards I'll transfer to my fabric. So I've ruled out a start line here. The horizontal line is my start line, and I have ruled out a line. I measured out 3.5 inches and ruled a vertical line. So all my measurements will start from this vertical line, which will be the center line, the center front and the center back. I'm drafting the front and the back together. From my start line, which is the shoulder line, I measured 7 inches for the chest line and 13.5 inches for my waistline. So from the shoulder to 7 inches is the chest line, from the shoulder to 13.5 inches is the waistline, and I've ruled across the measurements I have. Then from the waistline I'm going to measure 11 inches, which is going to be the crotch depth I'm working with. So to get your crotch depth, you divide the hip circumference you're working with by 4 and add extra 3 inches to the measurement you get. So note that the crotch depth line extended into the 3.5 inches I drew out before I started taking my measurements. Then for the hip line, I measured from the shoulder to 20.5 inches, and that is for the hip line. Then I'm going to measure 3 inches and 8 inches on the shoulder line, and from the 8 inches point I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope and connected to the 3 inches point. On the shoulder line and on the chest line I'm going to impute 7 inches, which is half of the shoulder measurement I'm working with, and then connect the 2 points. While connecting, I'll stop at the shoulder slope line. I'm going to find the midpoint of this vertical line and I'm going to note it. Then on the chest line I'm going to impute the chest measurement plus 1 inch ease. Then I'm going to connect the measurement I have on the chest line to the midpoint I just noted. Then for the front armhole I'm going to come inward by 1/2 inch and make a connection from the measurement on the chest line to that 1/2 inch and then to the shoulder slope. Then I'm going to add extra 1 inch sewing allowance. On the waistline, you can decide to bring down the measurement you have on the chest line on the waistline, or like I did here, divide the waist circumference by 4, add 1 inch for ease and 1 inch sewing allowance. On the hip line, I divided the hip circumference by 4, added extra 1 inch for ease and another 1 inch sewing allowance. Then I'll connect all my measurements. Then I'm going to take the measurements I have on the hip line and bring it to the end of this paper, the edge of this paper. So I have about 39 inches length here. So I'll be completing the length I want for my jumpsuit on the fabric. So this isn't the length I want for this jumpsuit. Then for the crotch extension, on this crotch line I'm going to come out by 2.5 inches. Then at this 90 degrees angle I will come out by 1 inch. Then I'm going to use my French curve to connect the 1 inch I came out by the 2.5 inches and then to the hip line. So if you were wondering how I got these measurements, my crotch extension, I got it by dividing the hip circumference by 4 and further dividing it by 4 again. I divided my hip circumference by 4 and I got 8 inches, and I further divided 8 inches by 4 and I got 2 inches, and then added extra 1/2 inch to the measurement I got, which gave me 2.5 inches. For the back neckline, I'll take a neck width of 3 inches and a neck depth of 1 inch, and I'm just connecting like this. Then for the front neckline, I'm using the same neck width of 3 inches and a neck depth of 3.5 inches, and I would connect. Then I'm going to take 1/2 inch joining allowance on the shoulder for joining the front and the back together, and also connect this way. So there is going to be zipper at the back part. So at this point I'm going to take 1 inch zip allowance from the neckline down to 1 inch or 1.5 inch above the hip line. So from the hip line I came up by 1 inch. You can decide to come up by 2 inches or 1.5 inches. So I'm just taking the 1 inch I want for my zipper allowance, and I'm going to rule it from the back neckline to the 1 inch before the hip line. So that is it for the zipper allowance. Then for the crotch extension at the back, you can decide to use this the crotch extension for the front and the back, but here I'm going to extend the back crotch by 1 inch, and I also came out from this angle by 1 inch. Just watch what I'm doing. I came up by 1 inch, and I'm going to connect this way and then towards the hip line. I'll connect to the hip line like this. So I'm trying to make the curve smooth. So this is it for the back crotch extension. Then before I cut out, I'm just labeling this is the chest line, the waistline, the hip line, the crotch line. And then I'm going to bring down the measurements I have. For the front crotch, I took 2.5 inches. So from the line I have here, I'm going to measure 2.5 inches all the way down. And then for the back crotch, which is just the entirety of this paper this way, so I'm just going to leave it like this. I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. So while cutting out, I'm going to cut out the back because this pattern is for both the front and the back. I'll cut out the back and then use the back to cut out my fabric for the back before I now cut out the part that will be for the front, and then use it to cut out the front. So this is what my pattern looks like. I'm going to fold my fabric into two to cut out the back part. So I folded my fabric, and then on this zipper allowance on the waistline, I'm going to come in by 1/2 of an inch. Just watch what I'm doing, and then I'm going to connect this 1/2 of an inch to the chest line and down towards the hip line like this. Okay, so I'm doing this to eliminate zip bulge. So when I do this, I'm going to have shortage if I don't replace it. So after doing this on the waistline by the side, after my allowance, on the fabric, I'm going to replace this 1/2 inch I've removed and connect it to the chest line and also towards the hip line like this, so that I don't have any shortage. So I'm going to cut this out. So note that on this fabric I have the whole length of my jumpsuit, which is 52 inches including my seam allowance. And on fold, the biggest part of this my pattern paper is about 13.5 inches, but on fold my fabric is 14.5 inches, which means at the hem I added extra 1 inch. You can add more if you have enough fabric, but I don't have enough fabric here, so that's why I added just 1 inch to the hem, because this is a palazzo jumpsuit. So I'm just cutting out what I have, and at this paper, the part that I've altered, I'm going to cut it out, the paper with my fabric, okay, to eliminate zip bulge. So you can see what I have here. I've cut out my back, and I have 2 pieces for the back. So you can see that replacement I made by the side. You can see what I have. Then I'm going to go on and cut out my pattern for the front part before cutting out my fabric. So I'm cutting out the neckline and then the armhole, the front armhole. So I'm cutting it out. Then at this zipper allowance, because there's no zip in front, so all I need is just 1/2 inch allowance for joining the front pieces, the 2 front pieces together. So I'm reducing my zipper allowance to 1/2 inch. Then I'll trim out the excess I have. Then I'm going to also cut out the parts for the allowance I added, and also the back crotch extension. Then I'm going to fold my fabric into 2. I folded 13.5 inches and I placed my fabric, and I'm just going to cut out. So I folded 13.5 inches because I'm going to have extra 1 inches at the hem, just like I did. It's going to be wider at the hem with 1 inch. Then from the waistline I came down by 1 inch on the side. So you notice on the side I came down, and I'm going to notch it. I marked it and I'm going to notch it. This will be where I'm going to attach the inner pockets from. So you can see my fabrics. I've cut the front and the back. So this, I have 2 pieces for the front and 2 pieces for the back. For the front, I'm just going to close the center part with 1/2 inch up to the crotch side. And then for the back, I'm going to add my zip to the part I left for zip, the zipper allowance side. Okay, and then sew up the crotch part as well, like this. So I'm going to attach belts to the side. So I've cut out two pieces for my belt. The length is about 22 inches and the width is about 3.5 inches. So I'll fold them in like this and sew with quarter or half of an inch. I'll also fold this fabric into two to cut out my pocket pieces. I would need 4 pieces, 2 pieces for each pocket side. So I'll make a curve that will be big enough to accommodate the hand of a girl. So if you're making this for a grown-up, make sure that the space you have will be big enough to accommodate the hand of a grown-up. The width I have here is about 6 inches and the height is about 7 inches. So I'm just going to fold this and cut the 2 pieces for the other pockets. So here I've used bias tape to tidy up the neckline for both the front and the back, and I've fixed my zipper. For the front, I've closed the center together. I sewed with 1/2 inch allowance all through. So note that you have to turn the neckline for the back before you attach your zip to it. Then on the shoulder you sew together with 1/2 inch allowance. I'm going to attach my pocket pieces to the places I've notched. I'm placing the pocket piece right side of the pocket piece to the right side of the jumpsuit. Okay, you see how I match them? I'm going to sew with 1/2 inch allowance and top stitch towards the pocket piece. What I do to one side, I'll do to the other side. So I've attached my pockets. You can see how I've placed this. So now it's left for me to close up the sides and also the shoulder. Here are my belts, and I've turned it to the right side and I've ironed very well. I'm going to place this belt 1 inch away from where the pocket started from. So you see how I measured? I'll measure 1 inch and place it and pin together. So the sides are going to be sewn with 1 inch allowance. When I get to the pocket side, I'm going to sew with 1/2 inch allowance, and then when I come out, I'll sew 1 inch down. I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. Then for the crotch side, after sewing, I'm then going to hold the two crotch like this and make sure they match. From the crotch, I'll sew to one end with about 3/4 of an inch, and then to the other side. After this, I'll attach my sleeve to the jumpsuit. I attached a basic short sleeve to this. So I've done all these things that I've said, so you can see what my jumpsuit looks like. It is actually very, very beautiful. You tie the belt to the back. This would give fitting to this jumpsuit when you wear it. So this is it, guys, on how you can make this jumpsuit for a girl child. It's a pity I couldn't show the video of the girl when she tried this on. It really looked good on her. And we've come to the end of today's tutorial. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.